What do you make of the quarter overall? Earnings beat, seeing some progress on that password crackdown. Is that expected to be a long-term tailwind or just for this quarter?
Well, remember, there's sort of two narratives going on at the same time, right? You've got this ad tier, which is supposed to help sub growth and ARPU, and then you have the password sharing crackdown. And the bulls want to paint both of them as a big positive, right? What I think we saw in the quarter was the subs did really well because of the password crackdown. Where the disappointment came was the ARPU. And our thesis for some time is the password crackdown is not going to add any value. Why? Because those consumers that bought the standard plan or the premium plan with 2 simultaneous streams or 4 simultaneous streams are going to spin down to something cheaper. And so you're going to get more subs, but you're going to get lower ARPU. And this is what I think the buy side and the consensus was mismodeling. So we got better subs, but the ARPUs were light, and that caused the revenue miss. And so the street needs to sort of recalibrate their near-term numbers.
Okay.
So but I think over time it's going to be a long-term positive.
All right, just want to clarify for the audience, Jason. ARPU is average revenue per user. Subs is obviously subscriptions. Just to make sure everybody's on the same page right now.
You bet.
Let's talk about the Hollywood strikes right now. The general consensus is that Netflix is less impacted. What did you hear on the call about that, and how do you think that's going to impact at least investor view on their guidance?
Yeah, they are less impacted. They're a more global company than most, so a lot of the production happens outside the United States. But no one's immune to this. And I think, if we can get the strike resolved, let's say before the end of the year, I think everything will sort of be fine. If we start dragging into 2024, that's going to be a big issue for everyone in Hollywood, including Netflix.
Yeah, certainly for Netflix. A lot of people believe that sports kind of gives you some protection from the impact of these Hollywood strikes, possibly lagging on, as you mentioned, into next year. Are we seeing any other developments when it comes to Netflix, whether it's live streaming, maybe another push into sports? Of course, they do have racing and some other things. What other developments are we expecting from this company?
Yeah, I would be shocked if they do anything in live sports. I think they've got enough runway and enough momentum where they are, just in the core sort of scripted video business, that they don't need to do anything in live sports.
Okay. What about valuation? A lot of people talking about valuation when it comes to mega cap tech stocks. Netflix is one of those. What do you think about the valuation of this name, and how is it going to impact its long-term outlook, especially with 2 more rate hikes coming up?
Yeah, I think the valuation is actually not stretched. I mean, it certainly what the bears would say is it's very expensive on a PE multiple. That's true, but the company is growing revenues high single digit, moving to double digit with great operating leverage in this business. And so the real thing is going to be sort of the free cash flow as you move out. So we've got a $500 target. I'm not concerned about valuation here.
So $500 target, obviously upside from where we're at right now. What about its rating?
Yeah, we're buy rated. We probably upgraded the stock a little bit early after the first reset, and then it took the second reset down, and we've been super animated about it since then on the password sharing crackdown and ad tier rollout.